It always takes slightly longer to go live than I anticipate. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of It Came from the Vast, a one and done by Crits and Cantrips. Brendan has his mouth wide open right now, but you can't see it yet because I'm still on the title screen. But now I'm on Discord. Welcome, everyone. This evening I'm joined by Brendan, Justin, Nicholas, Sarah, and this week, including Dylan. Out of town last week, but we are here this week, present. Let me get my tweets out, my blue sky posts, so everyone knows we're live. Maybe we'll even give it like 5 minutes for the stream to fill up. A couple thousand viewers before we actually start any of our topics or
A
anything
couple
like
thousand
that.
viewers.
Damn,
Classic.
Soda is quick with it. Fast. Soda peep the sub emotes that you made. They're all there.
Soda is always quick with it.
Very quick with it. But also, so do you have to accept? I think I sent you a request to say the emotes are from you, like artist credits or whatever. But regardless, so this week, quick banter here. I actually want to, just because we were missing Dylan last week, I want to give him an opportunity to answer last week's banter topic because I think it was relevant and fun. Dylan, what's your favorite alien from popular media, if any?
It has to be from popular media?
Well, that's okay. Popular or unpopular media. What's your favorite alien from media? Just because we don't have any other aliens right now, really, that we know
First
of.
one that comes to mind is Paul from Paul.
A classic.
Oh, yeah.
In Paul, he at one point is reading an Invincible comic.
Oh, okay, nice.
Like that's
Nice.
how old and like that was like the thing during that period. But small fact. That's a good one. No one picked like a funny alien. I mean, I guess Stitch is funny, but
Leave it to Beaver.
I kind of forgot or didn't think about. I could have chosen Elvis from the Perfect Dark games last week.
it's true. You have
that
told me
would
about
be
Elvis a
100%.
couple times. No. I know
No.
because of Brendan.
You know who
I
is
was gonna
also
say-
Elvis? Stitch.
Oh,
That's true.
nice, Sarah.
They were Elvis in a different way, though.
All in the
What's-
Elvis universe.
What's this week's banter topic?
This week, and it's because I can't think of anything until like we start, and I try to keep it relevant. Do you guys have a favorite entrance or intro of a character in a movie? Like the first time you see that iconic person walk on screen and everyone freaks out, or you have someone walking down a stage, it's really cool or something. I say this because Dylan will be introducing his character into the story this week, and there's some pretty badass, cool, or iconic like intros of characters in movies.
I think I'm going to need a week to think about that.
A whole week? Okay.
Probably.
It's not the greatest question ever because I obviously love Marvel movies, so it's really easy for me to think of the coolest superhero like entrance ever. So I have an
What is it?
easy. Well, it's Thor coming down in Wakanda for Infinity War.
That's not his entrance.
It's just the favorite
We've already met
intro
him, like,
into
multiple times.
into a movie, not like the first time we ever meet the character. Like the favorite entrance of a
Oh.
character into a scene.
So it
I
could be
guess.
any time a character ever enters a scene
Yeah.
or leaves a scene in any way.
No,
Soda already has
not
an
leave.
answer.
Blade has always okay. Blade's entrance in Blade 1 when he walks into the club during the blood. Yeah, that's iconic. Very, very good. Very good answer. Oh yeah, I know. We've used the that club's music for some of our Starfinder games before. Brendan has.
I'm
So
gonna
good.
say, Wasteland Woman number 4 from Resident Evil Afterlife. Her line is no, not Afterlife. It's Extinction. It's
Extinction.
Resident Evil Extinction. See, Brayden
Mhm.
already knows where I'm going with this.
I know
So
exactly where you're
funny.
going with it.
Her line is, "You dropped my baby, bitch,"
Hell
and
yeah.
it's a doll that gets dropped. So that's gonna be
No real babies were harmed in this film.
No real babies were harmed, but that is going to be my non-answer to start this off.
That was good. That was good. There's probably some pretty good ones from books too. I'm trying to think of like I just finished a book that had like a lot of badass moments. There's probably a couple in there.
Soda, I've never dropped a baby. Stop telling people that.
That's a good rumor to start. Bomb drops babies. Not Nicholas. The
Bomb
bomb.
hates babies.
Bomb drops babies.
Stop
Have you ever
telling people I'm dead.
have you ever held a baby?
Yes, I've held a baby.
I was just curious.
I held Kennedy when she was a baby. I think I held Brooklyn when she was a baby
Uh-oh.
too.
Name
Docs,
dropping.
docs, find us.
And babies, no less.
That's crazy. Doxing
Good
babies
luck
on stream.
finding. Good luck finding Kennedys and Brooklyns out there in the world.
Exactly. It's so unique.
Don't give them luck. Now they have.
Don't give them luck. Now they're
No.
unstoppable.
No.
Bastard.
All right. Anybody else got an answer for Austin's question?
I do. It's
I'm still
Achilles
thinking.
from Troy.
Mm.
Achilles.
Achilles from Troy is a fantastic answer.
I
Oh
was,
yeah.
I was saying, you know that one scene where Groot says, "I am Groot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narrow it
That
down
one.
to
That one. No, just kidding.
a little. He's got some good. Groot's
Uh,
got some cool ones.
I like the one where Vin Diesel's playing him.
Okay, so always interesting.
Oh, the Iron Giant has a cool intro. When you think he's a lighthouse.
I mentioned
and
Iron Giant
then
last
his
week,
eyes.
Dylan.
I know. I listened to it.
Oh, okay.
Dylan's a fan.
That's true.
Yeah,
He
no,
does
it
love
was
our show.
awesome.
Did you think it looked like Iron Giant?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fairly accurate.
Nice.
I wanted to
don't
have
know.
some sound board additions for this week, but I got home late, so I wasn't able to add them. But
all right.
there was an
That's all
Iron
right.
Giant one that I liked.
It was an Iron
We'll get
Giant one. Yeah,
We'll get Charlie Brown twice this week.
there you go.
I think mine was probably in and this is gonna potentially be spoilers for people who have not watched Ahsoka,
Okay.
but when we
I'm taking my
saw
headset off.
when we saw Anakin
Okay.
in Ahsoka, because like we knew he was going to be in it, but like didn't know when.
Like coming
and
down
then,
the
like,
path or whatever, and like sweat.
yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
good.
and then like when it happened, I was like, yes, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
was
pretty good.
really
Flashes
excited
of
about that.
Vader. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, such good. On my birthday, I watched that episode just because it's probably my favorite episode of recent Star Wars media. So
Pretty cool.
What was the question? You said like when they say something.
Favorite entrance into a scene by a character. Favorite intro
Oh.
of a character.
My real answer is going to be when the 3 Spider-Men land in their own personal poses in No Way Home. Then
I like that.
that's a good one.
That's applicable.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's like the first time we see all three of them, like
Yeah, they're little
actually
personal
together.
ones. Yeah.
Yep, that's good. That's good. Is that everyone? Did everyone get a chance?
Did they?
Did you give one, Brendan?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I was just gonna wait and see.
I was just like, oh, guys, your brother said Resident Evil 9.
Yeah, that's true. I don't remember the character's name, but I think it's one of the swordsmen in A Comedy of Errors by William Shakespeare. I had the hots for that particular person who was playing them. Really enjoyed that play and the entrance for that character.
Did Sarah play a swordsman in a play?
The way she wore that fake mustache was unlike any other.
Really?
So Brendan has a thing for facial hair. Got it.
That's right.
He'd like dwarven women.
Like,
Another
All
fact
of
about that.
women
I've
simply pop out of holes in the ground.
Another fact about that is I've got incredibly sensitive skin, and so like the adhesive I needed for that mustache, because I wore it so many days in a row, going up to prom, it obliterated the skin on my face. Like,
sounds terrible.
It was terrible. Yeah.
I was dating a ghoul, basically.
Yeah, basically, my nose was ripped off and everything.
What the hell is this?
What are you looking at, Smoothie?
I had an inhaler.
You
was
got some
crazy.
good brownie points though for taking the ghoul to prom. You always gain those social points for that.
That's correct.
Like, damn, bro, where'd you get this radiated girl at?
That's right. It's okay. We got some rataways.
Sarah, do you want to share your opinions on ghouls?
My opinions?
Yeah, Brendan
there
said
lots-
that you were trying to understand Like why we allow ghouls to exist still.
Oh, I was just comparing it kind of like to a Last of Us situation. I was just like, if you know they're like gonna become feral, why don't we just kill them? I mean, that's fair. I thought it was like Last of Us, where it's like they're within 24 hours they're gonna be a new society, and
Like
he's like, no,
hundreds
this
of
could.
years.
And I was like, oh well, then sure, they can have some humanity left. I just thought that I was like,
I guess I can live.
I didn't understand the timeline on it, so
Yeah, no, it was just funny. It was explained it. I was just like, wow, it's kind of violent of Sarah.
well, yeah, I was just like, yeah, I was like, I just didn't understand why we're gonna give give these things
Why give
life,
him a
but
chance?
yeah,
What's a ghoul to a goblin?
yeah.
Lil Wayne, nice.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
What's a Lil
Well,
Wayne?
Wayne.
Dwayne Carter. We need more comments to
Beyonce Carter?
get
Did someone say that?
this rumor
But
our
no, other real answer is I think one of the most exciting moments in cinema in my life, because I watched the show as a kid. I knew the characters before they were introduced, but I was seeing them for the first time on the big screen. And it was the walk up for all of the Autobots in the Transformers movie when
That
they
is
were all
iconic.
transforming into the cars. And it was just like, oh, Ironhide, Ironhide. And I was just like, oh, Ratchet's in this one. And then it was just like, oh, that's Optimus. It's going to be Optimus. And then he turned into the truck. And I'm just like, it's Optimus Prime. I'm just freaking the fuck out as 14 years old in the movie theater. And I'm just like, oh,
That's a good
so
one.
good.
They kind of perfected the entrance for the like the music and
Yeah.
the sound and the like, you know, flipping into the scenes and shit. There's some good intros in that movie.
Linkin Park. Man.
Exactly. Linkin Park
Well
and moving parts.
That's right.
They had the world record for a long time for like the most moving parts on a CGI like object for a very long time for that first Transformer movie, like all the gears and stuff moving. It's pretty cool.
They also probably had the probably also had the world record for the number of times played that song during one movie. I think someone said that they play that track or at least a piece of it 26 different times during the movie. Like it's just like independently queued up that music like over and over and over and over and over again. So good though.
Yeah, that's iconic. Well, hopefully this evening we'll have another top tier entrance by a character. Okay.
Is it Spider-Man?
No. It's Dylan.
Oh,
correct.
damn
Dylan's
it.
playing Spider-Man.
That would be
Spoiler alert.
crazy. Dylan, honestly, I feel like you'd make a great Spider-Man.
Wow, awesome Spider-Man.
That's high praise. We can
Thank
play Marvel Multiverse. Got a Halloween game ready. Had it ready last year. No one wanted to play.
It's almost Halloween time.
I'm just saying.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
I mean, it'll be here before we know
It's
it.
always Halloween in this mind.
It sounds kind of boring. Always the same holiday in your mind?
I know the stream can't see it, but I'm still Michael Myers on my little avatar on Discord. So.
That's fair. All right. Anyone want to give a brief recap with what happened last week? And it came from the Vast. It came from the Vast Starfinder 2e playtest scenario number 2.
Nope, not feeling it.
Okay.
Maybe Dylan because he wasn't here.
All right. So you guys were on a ship together. Oh yeah, Justin, take it away.
Okay, so we were on a ship, and we came across another ship that seemed like it had been wrecked and destroyed and stuff like that. And so we went to see what was going on. We did a spacewalk because we thought that we would be able to have docking procedures, but Austin's very anti-docking. So then we had to spacewalk back.
The ship's a tree, guys. The ship's a tree.
And then move the ship, and then spacewalk again back to get onto this ship. As we were exploring the ship, we found like a mech, like a robot that was
little drone guy
destroyed, and I think it was Sarah's character who tried to repair it, but just couldn't quite get there. Opened up a door in the cargo, and saw some worms, and we quickly shut the door afterwards. Did some more exploring, found a flamethrower. Then we went back to the door where the creepy worms were to open it up, and then they had morphed into bigger worms. We used the flamethrower with magical ammunition, which was cool. The space worms were kind of beating us up. I sent a fun ringtone to Brendan's character, and yeah,
There we go. And so we left off, I believe, and ironically, Dylan, correct us if we're wrong. I didn't listen to the end of the episode. I know it is Falcar's turn. It is Brendan's turn right now. But I think the last thing that actually happened was Falcar used the reload spell, right? Like to give Navasi ammo.
I don't think I'd acted yet. Did I?
he already did the reload because
You
we
did that,
used
okay,
the
the round
fire.
before. Okay, so Navasi did
Yeah,
just
I did the
act
round before.
normally at
And yeah, I don't think he acted on his turn. Like we started at the top of Falakar's turn.
Okay. Well, like the last big thing that had happened was this fire.
It was fiery. I remember that.
Yeah, the flamethrower,
Really fire.
and it lit the goop that's on the ground on fire.
Snail tracks.
The snail trail.
Scoop is on fire.
And yeah, so you see a lot of fire burning on the ship now, and I believe, yeah, you guys did end up. Actually, maybe not. No,
You're fired.
You're fired. But I think I also mentioned that you guys saw like more worms deeper inside the ship. And what I may have not noted last time is that with this fire, it did look like they were not doing very well on that side of the ship. Like this fire goes all the way back to where they were hanging out. So that may not be an immediate problem, as they had not kind of like fully formed into a swarm yet, and now are toasting there in the back with all this fire. So
Yeah,
Falcar,
lot going on
it is your turn.
Okay.
This fire is burning, and it's hot.
Okay. Well, I did listen to the part of last week's episode because to confirm that Nicholas did like ready in action on his turn to shoot if he got reloaded. And so it's the first action. I think I'm going to reload the flamethrower again. So I will cast.
It was
whatever spell.
I'm sorry. It was Isef. It was
Isef,
Sarah
mhm.
that lit all this on
Me.
fire. She threw a fire grenade that lit everything
Yeah.
on fire. When Navasi used the flamethrower, it didn't reach far enough back into the ship to light the stuff on fire. That's right. Okay. As the game master, I should remember that, but I got there now. So, all right. Thank you.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to do is he's still next to me, right? So
Uh-huh.
I can just reach over and cast recharge weapon, which is only just going to give him one shot of magical ammunition and with the weapon that he's holding.
Okay.
I didn't really think I'd ever get to use this during this campaign, but that's awesome. So there's one singular game. I mean, so I don't know if his readied action would trigger ahead of everything else. I think it would immediately.
Yeah, I think
Go
it
off.
goes now. Yeah, I think it interrupts. So, Navasi, you can
one
make
action.
an attack.
Great. Let me remember where that's on my character sheet. Oh, it's right here. I think I was just doing the area fire. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So
So what's the area on that again?
I wish it would stay up longer.
I think if you click the chat button on the top right, it'll stay. You can like actually have the chat pulled up.
It's a 15-foot cone.
15-foot cone. Okay, so at the second tool should be able
It's
to
a basic
draw-
reflex save.
Well, so I guess you can use like this and not hit. You can hit both of them basically, right? Because there's two
Correct.
here. There's one underneath your character now. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the idea, is that I would be attacking both, and so
Cool.
both of them would have to make reflex saves.
Cool. All right. Well, let me roll some reflex saves. So the guy up top, the farther away one, natural 20 for a total of 34. And
That will be a critical success. if that matters.
For a critical success on a
There'll be no
basic
damage.
reflex save, yeah, there's no damage. And then the guy closest, like on top of you guys, I only got a 20.
Okay, that will be a fail.
Okay. So give me the DiMaggio.
DiMaggio.
I think it's.
Joe DiMaggio.
Is it just the regular damage for the gun? Yeah. Or the flamethrower, rather.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Cool dice.
Nice.
So
17.
17 points of damage. It's no joke, especially when it's actually yeah, this thing is barely breathing. All right, it is now Falikar's turn. Thank you, Nicholas.
Still Valkosher. Okay. So obviously I've done that. Single action. I think it's the this one in front of me is not doing well, maybe. Near death. And I can't really see any of the other ones, I don't think, from where I'm standing. So I will probably just acid splash this one. Do a little area damage.
Okay.
See if it can't wrap this up.
Okay. A lot going on there. Okay.
Ooh, it's probably gonna be pretty good. 22.
22 will be a hit.
Okay.
And
that's gonna do.
describe your kill.
Oh, it doesn't bring it back.
It's okay. You kill it. You can't
Okay.
not kill
You
it.
kill it.
All right.
You eat it.
Well, I just fire acid into the middle of that blob and I let it spread over all of the different creatures. I'm using my magus abilities in this science fiction setting. I laugh in arcane magic.
Oh yeah, love it. All right, and at about that moment, you guys hear the door that you came in from before. Recognize that sound, maybe. You all hear that every time I do that? Or is it only if your character is close? Okay.
I heard it that time, at least.
Okay. You hear that door open back up, and maybe just for a second, you're like, I feel like we left someone on the ship. Did we have another person with us? Like it's like our Dawn of Flames, like when we left Sidmore, when Sidmore was drunk on the ship. Maybe you guys feel like you left a character on a ship. And Dylan, why don't you go ahead and roll for initiative? So you can do that. Actually, hold on. I guess I need to make you active in the combat first. So you can do that from the combat tracker, I think. I think you can just click the die next to your name in the combat tracker, or you can actually roll it based on your character sheet. Your perception is a +8, it looks like.
Yeah, +8, right?
Yep, looks like it.
Cool. Dirty 20.
Cool. All right. You now have a place in this encounter. I've put you. You just made it inside. Maybe a little bit more easy than everyone else because we did it off screen and you didn't smash into the side of the wall like maybe some other people did. But you're able to make it inside. So you just have probably a round's worth of movement to get into this fight.
Doors open and
Yep, door's already open. Character looks dope. Let me just pull up this art. But yeah, so it is not your turn yet, but it will be soon. All right, Navasi, you are up. It is actually your turn now.
Well, my flamethrower is unloaded. My
It's true.
guns do nothing. This thing is on top of me.
Again, you will note, and I'm only telling you this because you don't play 2e with us, most things don't have an attack of opportunity. That is not super common in this game. It's really only
Except
for...
me. I do.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I think technically
You
I
are
do
most
too.
characters.
I don't remember any of this homegirl's abilities, so I'm doing great. I'm going to move.
Okay.
Brendan, does your ability have a distance that it
I'd have to be able
I
to
have-
touch you, but
you have to be able to touch me? Okay.
yeah. I forgot there's another one underneath us. Honestly, I was like looking at the map and I was like, ah, now we're good to go. Just
The
one
one
more.
underneath you, it looks like the mass of the worms on it have perished at this point from fire, but
Yeah.
there are still a few of them squirming around.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know if this is worth moving then. Where the hell are abilities and actions out? Here we go. No, that's not helpful.
I think if you click the edit button on the far right of them, you should be able to like read the text there too.
That helps.
Yeah,
Or
so
if you
should go
just click on it once, don't double click it, just click on it once and it opens a full menu.
I don't know. I'm just gonna ready an action to fire my flamethrower if it gets refilled on ammo again.
Okay. Take a step back, ready the flamethrower. That'll work.
You are next.
Serta, you are up. Serta.
Okay.
Certainly. That you like that? You didn't like that?
Um. Let's see. I've got a couple of spells that I've. Let's go ahead and do. This one's just AC. I'm going to use my I'm gonna use my one of my spells, Mind Skewer. It is going to be a will save on this creature.
Okay.
And
what kind? I will say.
My DC is 21.
What does this? If you're trying to use a mind affecting effect, you would know that swarms usually aren't receptive to that. I mean, you can
Oh,
certainly
that's
try,
right.
but that is something that
That's
you would
right.
have known. So
Then
so if it's an area of effect attack, it
no,
would work. But
it's
if
not.
it's a
Then I'll
mental
just go ahead
effect
and
that affects one creature,
I'll use
yeah.
my Eldritch Lance then, just since this thing is near
Okay.
death.
Cool.
27 to hit.
27 will be a hit.
Okay, and this is 4d6, I think. Yes, 4d6.
All right.
So
Describe your kill.
yeah, Serta just kind of reaches his hand out and looks at this thing and just says, "You've done enough damage now," and uses and shoots kind of just a blast of just energy at this thing. It looks like it's mostly light energy. But
Cool.
yeah.
Just a spear of light energy. Very cool. Well, with that, I'm going to end this combat. Looks like our soldier friend never quite made it to the combat. But that was a quick ending there. So I will say immediately here, there's a fire burning.
Yeah, what the hell?
I smell smoke.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys wait here. It looks like it's going out. It doesn't look like any of the ship has caught on fire yet. It looks like it's primarily
Just
like
the goo?
just the goo is burning.
Yikes.
What is?
Sorry, I was trying. That
Oh,
was
rolling, getting
the
rid of your
damage.
damage die. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
killed
no,
it then.
I was just because I didn't have enough d6. I was just kind of
Sure,
I was
sure.
trying to figure out the mechanics of it.
Yeah, cool. But if you guys wait here, I'll say if you wait here like even just 20 seconds, the fire looks like it starts going out, and the goop that was on the ground just kind of turns to ash. So it looks like you're probably more or less okay as far as this fire is concerned.
Yeah, let's make sure we don't wait that long. We gotta get in there while it's still on fire.
You said that that this is over a few seconds. Like,
yeah,
would it
the
would it
fire
equate to
lasts
I
3
would get
rounds.
to an,
if you
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Okay.
I
was
assume
just
that you
gonna
guys
ask if
stand
I
here
could
for
do
more than
a
18
quick-
seconds. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I keep interrupting
Okay,
you over and over.
I'm gonna do a quick heal for people then.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna use a level 2. Everyone in a 30-foot emanation will gain.
Should be everyone at this point. So they can get closer to you.
I think it's
if they want.
16 HP.
Take that.
And Sarah,
I'll
you
take that
should.
deal.
You.
That's a great deal. I'll
The
take that deal.
hamstring or whatever you had should be resolved now since you've been healed.
Woo!
So yeah, you guys kind of heal up a little bit, and then maybe one of your crewmates that maybe you forgot in the ship enters the room. What does the interaction look like when let me pull up this character art for everyone. This old boy enters the room.
Oh,
It's so
badass.
so good, so good.
So
And
good.
Dylan, what does your guy sound like? What does his entrance into the room look like? Is it iconic?
Nice.
You guys took care of them all for me.
Ah, yes. As they say, the early bird gets the worms.
Well, that's all right. I went and had myself some worm meal for breakfast.
Man. Okay. Well, you guys have temporarily defeated this thing.
Temporarily? It's gonna come back?
Maybe. You never know. I don't know why I said temporarily. That was really an ominous thing for me to say as a game master. You guys have defeated these things.
Oh, so it's not temporary.
Sarah, what did you just
I'm
do?
just teasing you.
Sarah apparently did a long rest.
I didn't mean to.
It's fine. You're good.
She's like,
You-
I'm gonna go ahead and give myself full HP and
She doesn't have full
1,000
Well,
experience.
I have full HP, and I don't have any
That's true.
spells, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but I
It
did
doesn't.
click it. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. You're like, what does the bed do?
No, the max HP is right above it, and so I was clicking it just to make sure that it was that, and I clicked long rest instead.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Okay.
You
I don't
said,
know how do you want to pronounce your name, Dylan? Aboizea? How do you want it to be pronounced? Or do you want to give yourself a different name, I guess?
Yes,
Saya.
my
Oboe, maybe?
I don't know.
Short for oboe? Or oboe short?
Obazea?
Obaz-
Obazea?
Obazea.
Ooh, Bozaya.
Obazea.
What was it?
All right, Obazea, is there anything that you would like to do as you enter into these rooms? Are you searching around, looking around for things, or do you primarily think that you're like, trusting your crew to do that sort of thing for you, and you're just kind of joining them, trying to get filled in? What is your reaction to getting onto this ship and joining the rest
First,
of your crew?
remind
here?
me of the mission. Why are we here?
Yeah, so the ship was coming at
I
you.
was stressed.
It was like a
Are we
distressed ship. You were just hauling
okay.
material.
Sure. We're
Um,
haulers.
Yeah, and there's like a ship that came by. It looked like some of the airlocks were blown open. It looked like it was out of commission or whatever. So you guys were like, well, we should probably go help. Like that's the right thing to do. So
My
got onto
airlock's
the
blown
ship.
open a couple of times. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, so
I could always use the help.
that's why you're here. You've actually, the crew has learned a lot since then. You learned that the ship is called. Damn, Blake is mad at CS in the other room. The ship is called the Bloom. The name of the ship that you are on is called the Bloom. And let's see, you guys learned a lot at these stations. these workstations here inside the room, this engine room that you guys are in right now. So you learned that it was a routine survey mission. The Bloom, the staff of this ship, was on a routine survey mission to a newly discovered dwarf planet, and they basically took some biological and environmental samples. And then they were headed plotting a course through the drift to the pack worlds to drop off these samples at the Xenowarden's arc ship Verdant Paradise, which is like a mobile research laboratory. And then you learned that there was this sample 62 that was of particular interest to the team's zoologists. It was originally just a simple flatworm, 2 inches long, and then it proved capable of rapid bioadaptations. And the creature started adopting the characteristics of things that it consumed. And the last record that this station has of sample 62 indicated that the creature was a foot-long grub-like and had sharp mandibles and an impressive shriek. So that kind of adds up with these things that you just fought. Like they kind of matched that because they screamed and they're like grub-like little creatures. So you're kind of just trying to discover what the mystery of this ship is and continue exploring it. Thus far, you really only done like these 2 rooms on the side, on either side, and then this engine room, and then you can see into like this middle area of the ship, but no one's actually like gone to the middle area of the ship yet.
I see. So you guys got yourselves into a classic alien situation. Oh, I see you even got the flamethrower to match. Well done. Well, have we found any survivors yet? Imagine there's got to be a couple at least.
Nothing
None yet. The only thing that we found are these creatures and the mech that you're standing next to. I would like to do one additional perception check just to kind of see if there's anything else.
In this engine room? Or move your character around where you would like to, or if you're wanting to take time and like do a perception check in each of the rooms again or something like that, just let me know. Or just one perception check to like research everything.
Probably each of the rooms. I'll start with this one since this is where I'm at the moment.
Sure.
See whichever room you were reading when you were like, oh, they forgot that.
Huh?
Maybe you'll get there.
Perception. Where am I at on this one? Oh, it's up here. Plus 11. 24 on my perception.
Okay, for the engine, yeah. So you're in the engine room. Again, you know that there's the Xenowarden like stations. You know that there was some maintenance controls in here that could kind of operate the lights. When when they first got on the ship, it was dark. Then we got the lights turned on so you can see again. Also know that you can control the interior temperature inside here, but it looks like it's got some upper limits and lower limits, so nothing too extreme. You also know that that the ship is malfunctioning, like this ship isn't working right. But someone with a decent like crafting or nature skill could probably like fix it enough to get it moving, given enough time. But that is about all that you know from this room. But I guess I don't know if I already said this. There were some tools on the ground from around the engine that looks like it was maybe purposefully like broken, and you could gather those tools on the ground to form a repair kit, which is what this box is. I'll bring it back up to the center so you guys can click on it. But there is a repair toolkit commercial that you could make from all these different tools that are on the ground, essentially. So
it wouldn't be a crazy assumption that maybe we're supposed to use these tools to fix the ship.
Maybe.
I like it. Like you followed up my maybe with your maybe.
Yeah.
Means we're on the right track.
Maybe.
It's a maybe, baby.
One dog's looking one way, one's looking the other.
And my dogs are barking.
Yeah, what are we doing just
dogs
standing
are
around? There
barking.
could be people hurting in here.
Any other rooms you would like to check, Justin? Or anyone? Or would you like to continue on to the north? You guys just let me know what you're going to do here.
I will go ahead and check in. It's not letting me go into the.
And I think you got to
this
go,
room.
yeah, through the door. And then it'll let you. Yeah. It's
There we go.
It's particular
Well,
about
I
it.
had that as the path. I had that as that path, but yeah, it was like,
Okay.
nope. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do another. That one's not as good. That one's only a 21 perception.
Gotcha. Yeah, Port Cargo Bay. Nothing really new necessarily in here. You think that someone with a decent enough crafting skill and enough time could probably fix up this drone. But I think Navasi, or was it Isef? One of you two tried it already and wasn't able to do it given that amount of time.
Isef was
so
the one.
Isef, yeah, okay.
Maybe in another life I could have done that with a good crafting skill.
Yeah.
Then yeah, would go ahead and I'd move up this way carefully. Not sure if there are any more of those creatures, but I would
So
like
you
to
see,
check out.
yeah, go ahead and actually give me a perception check as you kind of enter close to this room.
22.
Okay. Yeah, this just looks like you do see more of these like hatchling things, but no more like large groups of them clumped together. You see some that are maybe still squirming just a little bit, but a lot of them look like they were actually like burnt and killed by that fire. Like there's a number of them, enough to form at least one or two more swarms of them, but they all look like they're like burnt out at this point. I'm really bad
Okay.
about saying the word like that last sentence. I notice it a lot
So
when making TikToks, and I hate it.
Seems like you like
I
it.
noticed that about myself saying
Yeah,
in the
I
TikTok
I
today.
I think about
Yeah,
it
I do
every
that.
time I make it. I'm like, I'm gonna be better about that, and then in the moment, I just don't. So
The
Would we
episode of How I Met Your
say
Mother
that
when they drink
the-
every time Robin says "but."
Yeah, that's good.
Does it look like obviously there's always going to be some risk in going in here, but does it seem that the risk is a little bit lower that we could come into this room and do
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
more?
You don't hear or see anything with that perception check that would lead you to believe that this room is like uber dangerous. So, but yeah,
Highly
if you enter into this room, I'll give you some flavor text. So it says this large chamber is completely coated floor to ceiling, and it's actually not so much anymore. So this is not great. It looks like at one point this large chamber was probably completely coated from floor
Coated
to
with burnt out
ceiling
residue.
and slimy effluents, spotted with pulsing growths the size of a
Yucky.
Brutaris ball. That's a Starfinder
Oh, a
joke.
Brutaris ball.
Numerous grub-like creatures with mandibles and bony growths that look disturbingly like a humanoid skull writhe amid the alien sacks. So not
So
a
it
lot
really
more
was
going
supposed
on.
to be like an alien situation. We're walking through like puddles of this horrible creature
Yeah.
before it attacks us.
Yeah.
I think pulsating sacks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you enter into this room, you could probably see that it looks like there's also two rooms to the port and starboard, also with doors open. And if you like the little gaps that you can see through those, let me pull the stream up just a little bit. Kind of look like there's like beds, like they're like almost like barracks.
Serta will holler out that there appear to be some barracks in here. Anyone want to come with to see if we can recover anyone or any effects?
Yeah, I think I'll definitely be following along here.
Isn't that why we're here?
Yeah, I think we'll go to this one first. On the left.
Okay. All right, so let me see. Let me give you some. Actually, there's not necessarily flavored text here.
It's bright in there.
You say it's bright in there?
Oh, my character's like changed colors because of how bright it is, or how many light sources there are.
Yeah, it does look like there's a lot of light. Oh, you know what
See
it
that?
is?
It's probably from
Think-
the fire.
Yeah, I was
From
about
the
to
fire?
say each one of those apparently produces a fire that doesn't get deleted when I delete the token.
Classic.
I just turned on the light sources, and there's just
So many.
there's 1,000 of them.
I was gonna say, I walked in there and I'm like, wow, it's bright. My character is all kinds of lit up, which is fine.
That is cool,
No mind being bright.
but I don't
We
think.
lit.
That's right, we're lit.
Shine bright like a fire.
All right, there we go.
Mhm.
Now it should be much more normal lighting.
There we go. Now my character looks normal.
So yeah, if you come into this bedroom on the left, Justin, you actually see a number of these little worm things still crawling around the room. There's maybe like 6 or 7 of them, and they're like eating the biomass that like makes up the ship. Like the beds are like being eaten, and like the floor is being like eaten out. And they see you, and they start like kind of slowly crawling towards you, but you don't feel like they're an immediate threat, and probably something that you could easily dispatch of if you want to.
And there's probably nothing that I can like contain them, like, you know, not like a jar or something I can put them in. At least one
jar.
of them for like for the
They're
what's
like
the group that they're with?
they're not like caterpillar size. I'm almost picturing them like
Oh, okay.
cat-sized grubs. They're these
Gotcha. Okay.
they're
Then
these
yeah,
like bigger sized grubs, but still not like moving fast or super dangerous on their
Mhm.
own. So
Gotcha. If there was a way to contain one of them for the what was the group that this Xenowardens
The
or something,
Xenowardens?
yeah.
Xena Warden.
sure.
Yeah, if there was a way that I could keep one of them for the Xenowardens,
If
cool, but
you-
otherwise
yeah.
I'm just gonna take them out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you wanted to like go back
that's
into
gonna
like
be
the
more
storage
hassle.
area and probably find like a containment unit and like try to lock one of them up, I would say you don't need a check to do that necessarily. It wouldn't be super difficult. I would maybe have you do one check just to see how secure you think you have, like a survival check or crafting check or something like that, to like see how secure you think it is, or even a nature check to see. But that's something you could probably manage with the stuff that you've seen thus far.
Okay.
So is that something you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one of those? What kind of check do you want to see how well you accomplish this task? Like what
You
skill
said
do you think you
nature,
have?
survival.
Nature, survival, crafting, something like that.
Well, my nature and my survival are both 4, so
Or
we'll
you
just
could ask someone else
say-
for help. You're not alone. You're in a party. So.
Yeah, I'll holler for some help, and I'll anyone who's better at crafting or nature or survival want to come lock one of these bitches up, and then we can get rid of the rest of them. And if anyone does help, then I'll try to aid.
My crafting survival is 1 and 2, so probably not me.
I was gonna say it's
Also
definitely
not
outside my
me.
wheelhouse.
Okay.
Does anybody have
Then,
those skills?
Yeah.
My nature and survival is 8, so
There
Okay.
you go.
Oh, there you
It's not
go.
bad.
I'm
So yeah,
trained.
But now,
can
not to introduce more. God, I hate not playing. Is that something you would want to help with, Dylan? Is that something
Yeah.
you agree with? You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do this.
Do I know about it? I'm coming on the other side. Just
Yeah,
shout
I'll-
on
Yeah,
unit,
you
let me
guys
know.
can talk it out.
Yeah, I'll kind of do it through the like I'll talk through the comms that we have more of these grubs, and if we want to save one of them for the Xenowardens so they can check it out, cool. But if you want to just kill them all, then we can also do that.
Let's extract as many as we can. They could be made to be useful. Perhaps we could power a biomass weapon with them or something. I don't know.
Are more worried that we're not considering the full threat here. Right now they're contained, but if they were to get out on, say, Absalom Station, what's to keep them from eating the entire planet?
It's fair.
Yes, that'd be bad.
Me. Just kidding.
I slam a mason jar down on one.
A little bit bigger
and
than
slide
that,
a
but
paper
yeah.
paper under.
So if you have a what kind of check do you want to roll to help with this, or to do this and have Justin help? Survival, crafting, nature, kind of whatever you think is
Probably,
most applicable here.
probably nature, right?
Okay,
To
sure.
understand its nature.
Yeah.
Be the best way of containing it.
So,
There's a lot of nature checks
I'll
on
roll.
this flying tree.
Right.
Yeah, pine tree, right.
21 to aid.
21 is definitely an
Sweet.
aid.
Okay, nature.
Hey, thanks for the
Roll it
follow.
on the thing. Okay, that's a 13 plus 8, 21 plus
21.
aid.
Okay.
That is
So yeah,
23.
you guys are definitely able to like capture one of these things. Is someone gonna like carry it around, or are you gonna like go put it in one of the rooms and just kind of leave it there until you guys are ready to go? Again, I'm thinking like
That's what I was thinking.
I'm thinking like cat carrier size is like what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah.
Like, so
Now, I'm thinking leave it in a room, and I mean, yeah, like just leave
you
it in a
think that
room
you
and
think
then
that you
grab it on
locked
our
this
way
thing
out.
up pretty well. Like it seems like it's pretty well locked up. So
Okay.
Just like the
Yeah, I would
Velociraptors in Jurassic Park.
hey, good
Clever
story.
girl.
What a good story.
No, I would still say leave it in a room and
Okay.
like leave it kind of by this door just on its own, and then we'll grab it on our way out.
Cool. Okay.
It may think that it's secure, but I still don't want to mess with it too much.
Set it on this chair here.
Obadiah, when you're in that room, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check too, like while you were helping with that.
Sure.
And you can give me one too here, Serta, while you guys were working in there.
27.
Okay.
Where's my perception? What the fuck?
Should be underneath. It's not where the rest of your skills are. It should be on the left-hand side of
Yeah.
the main page. It's like below your AC and below your perception. Or never mind. It's your AC.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I see it.
It's like that.
Okay. Nice, I'm rolling well.
23. Nice. Cool. So you guys both are kind of like, in this room working on this type of thing together. And you find a jetpack underneath one of the beds. A jetpack of the commercial grade. If you double click on this box, you
Ooh.
should be able to see it in there and read about it. So you guys find an old, like a jetpack, and you also find an old-fashioned coded letter that seems to be written
Ooh.
in some sort of a cipher.
Is it tea stained?
Yeah, it is tea stained actually. Ironically,
Nice.
well, you're actually not sure if it's tea, but it's definitely stained with something that looks like could be tea. If someone with a
it's the
good society
worm
could
goo.
see if they could try to figure out what it says.
I could probably do that.
I'm not very good at society.
I have a
I
plus
heard over the
12.
comms one of y'all could have used this jetpack getting in here. Who wants it? I've already got mine.
If no one wants it, I'll take it.
Go for it.
Got it. You any good at society? I can't read this damn thing.
Yeah.
little bit,
I'll
not
take
great.
it.
Okay.
I can
Cool.
take it.
Yeah. Are we gonna try and read the letter? Okay.
Solid.
Ooh.
You think it says penis, 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 penis.
Damn.
Vagina, vagina, vagina.
Let me try.
I cannot read this. What the hell does it say? I have never seen this in my life.
Man, you think you
on
can,
a 20 for a second.
you are so close to breaking the cipher.
So close that
but
you just give it to me?
I'm gonna give it to you. You think that it comes from a place called Polonus, and that it reads, Mael smiles upon us. The time to act has come. Be ready.
Terrifying.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
did
do
he-
a religion check on Mail, or whatever that name was.
Sure. Let me just
The god of post offices.
Oh no.
Mayo.
Franklin himself.
Mail was actually, what did you get?
22 religion.
22 religion. Okay. You know that Mail was an amiable Patra, deity of art.
Nice.
Interesting.
Gay.
Um,
It's okay. I can say that.
but now, this is crazy. I googled this because that doesn't give me anything about Male, if I'm being honest with you. But Male became consumed with fury over the loss of the planet Polonus to the Vescarium and the deaths of countless Patras. Male, now a blood-soaked deity, urges Patras to retake their home by any means necessary and to seek retribution against the Vescarium, believing Vesk and their minions should pay 1,000-fold for every drop of Patra blood spilled. So,
Crazy what's going on here.
I thought you
Some-
said Pacha.
When
A
I hear
pot-
Patra, I think of potted plants.
Yeah,
it's
I
like a
thought
cat.
Pacha
Like
from-
it's like a. It's the.
Sunny. And
Yeah, it's
or
sunny,
the-
but I'm trying to. It's the Khajiit. Is what
Yeah.
they are.
Khajiit has vase.
I mean, yeah, you didn't,
So
didn't have to make that
you-
analogy.
Gotta see. I gotta look at your name. Obozaya, might particularly be aware of Male, because she basically hates Vesk and the Vescarium. So
She hates you.
yeah,
Hey, I can speak Patra. That's one of my languages.
that's cool.
Maybe
Okay.
You shouldn't have needed to decipher it.
No,
I'm
it was
not
written in a
brainy
cipher.
boy.
It wasn't just written in another language.
Yeah.
I know.
Coded message.
Do you guys
Yeah,
think? Do
come
you guys spend a lot of
on.
time? I'm curious if anybody here spends a lot of time making their own ciphers. So you can write letters to your friends in
Nope.
code.
Just text them.
I'm the only one. Okay, cool.
I ain't got a good brain.
Shit.
That's
I did at one point. I wanted to learn that because the Daedric script in like Elder Scrolls is so cool. I wanted to learn all the letters so that I could write in Daedric. But it's a lot of work. They're pretty wild.
I just beat Oblivion last night.
nice. I learned a little bit of this of Cyrillic, like the Russian letters, for when I was playing DayZ a lot. Like I learned enough to be able to read the signs in the game.
Sure.
Okay. Does anyone
Might
else?
be useful later.
It could be. Yeah. Is anyone else? I think I've probably forgot it at this point. So maybe I didn't learn it. I memorized it short term. I don't know.
Yep.
Want to search any other areas here? So you've got. Okay.
I'll
there you go.
search this area on the
There's
right.
still potential survivors
Oh
about.
shit!
God, he shut the door. Open the door.
I was trying to move into.
Yeah,
the
no, you're
room.
good. You're good. All right, so roll into this side. Yeah. Okay, so give me a perception.
Oh my god!
It looks
Can we?
like there's also worms in here doing similar things.
That's 2 1s in a row. I
That
wonder
is
if
2 ones.
Of
There you
course.
go.
Of
There you go.
course.
Oh, Streamy rolled a 20. But it was on a nothing. It
I'm
didn't
gonna kill
matter.
myself. I'm
What
gonna
would
kill
you do?
myself, and it's
Circumstance.
your fault.
So yeah, the only thing that you see in this room is more of these worms, like eating the bed, eating the floors, just eating the random shit.
Ah,
I guess I didn't ask.
Disgusting worms.
Did you dispatch of the rest of the worms in the other room after you
Yeah.
captured the one?
Yeah.
Just went around with your
Yeah. I would
spear
have.
and stabbed him. Okay. So
I think Navasi
Yeah.
would take.
I've got a puzzle blade that I would have used.
Yeah, we captured the one first and then had it watch as we killed the rest of them.
teach it a lesson.
I think
Exactly.
Navasi would take the time to cut up all of the worms in this room with
Okay.
her knife.
Does anyone else want to check out this room
I'll come in and
in
check
a
it out.
non-meta way because you wouldn't know as a person
Yeah.
that Navasi rolled a natural one?
Serta would be interested in what's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
going
Serta.
on, so he'll come in and check it out.
'Kay. Yeah, a perception check.
27 on my perception.
27's pretty good. So you, underneath a bed in this room, maybe in like one of the, the little chests at the end of the bed, find a pair of mag boots.
Nice.
You also discover a data pad filled with reports from throughout the Pact Worlds about mutated flora and fauna. And it's like a note, and like the person in the note surmises that this is caused by the strange expulsions from Octurn's hatching, which I believe is a major. I didn't Google this beforehand either. Is a major event that kind of starts Starfinder 2E. Because the Octurn is a great old one. It's like Octurn's like a planet that's an egg.
Yeah, Octurn was Saturn,
Yeah. So
and
this
it
person,
hatched.
yeah, believes that because this planet has hatched, that is what is causing this strange mutated flora and fauna. So you find a note saying that as well. But also some mag boots. Some
You know
mag
what?
boots and
You know what planet is
jetpack.
also an egg?
Earth
Uh,
in the MCU.
Earth and MCU. Yep. There you go. I knew you'd know that, but
I know. I should have let someone else go. I'm
Who's
sorry.
testing me?
What movie, Sarah?
I failed.
I
don't know.
I was gonna say Ruby and 5 from Dimension 20,
Okay,
Star
that
Trek
works too.
Odyssey.
I would guess it's also an egg in the Max and Ruby universe.
Oh,
And
love that show.
Ruby. Did you?
Ruby and Max. Yeah, of course I did, Brendan. Of
That was one
course
of
I
those
did.
shows that like was on, and I just didn't like when it was on. Max was
Look what I
just a
started.
doucher.
I can see what you mean. You would probably put Franklin and Max and Ruby in the same category,
Yeah.
and you'd be wrong. But I can see how you do that. Yeah.
so, Max and Ruby is in the same era as the octopus with the wiener dog. What show was that?
Oswald.
Oswald?
Yeah.
We just talked about that. That is so funny. We just talked about that show at work, and I had no idea. And
What
like,
about-
you know, Oswald the octopus, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking.
Is that in the
Well,
same
apparently
era
you were watching Max and Ruby.
as
Yeah,
Maggie and the
exactly.
Ferocious Beast?
Same era.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you guys
Nicholas
remember the
was a big
episode
Ferocious
about
Beast fan.
goulashes?
No,
I
we're
gotta
not.
get
I
my
can't get that specific.
goulashes.
That's your guys' trait. I can't do that. Max and Ruby has a really creepy version on YouTube, and I can never not see
I'll
it.
be
Okay,
honest.
I will avoid that.
When you said Max and Ruby, I initially thought of
Ruby and Max.
no,
Billy and
Peppa
Mandy?
Pig.
Oh,
I
Peppa
originally
Pig.
thought Peppa Pig.
Oh.
And I was like, Sarah liked that? And I was like, that's fair. Max and Ruby was much better.
I'm
Peppa
a
Pig.
pig.
Yeah, I was like, what would I
Yeah.
not like about these animated rabbits?
Yeah, no, you're right.
No, it was a book series first, and then
Yeah.
they made it into a TV
Okay.
show.
Cool. No doubt.
Makes sense.
All right,
Anyway,
back to Starfinder. What do you guys want to
Yeah,
do?
what are we doing?
Where are we at? You're in the
I'll
The
let
crew
I'll let
quarters.
people know that there's mag boots here.
yeah mag boots and a
There's
jetpack.
a lot of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
And we've gotten a bunch of stuff that helps us maneuver outside, but we got it inside the ship, where it is not helpful.
It sounds like we're gonna exit this ship at some point, or we're gonna get to a part of the ship and it's gonna be like blown out and it's gonna be like exposed to space, and then it'll be helpful. I don't know.
let me tell you about a
maybe.
blowout.
No,
Maybe.
I don't want to hear about it.
Ruby and Max. All right. All right. So you guys, I guess, yeah. Tell me what you want to do here. Are you trying to go north? I guess the only other
North.
door that you haven't gone to yet is this door to the north. I guess there's like this center area of this room too, but it
Yeah,
doesn't look
there's
like
one
there's
door.
anything.
That noise scared
Nothing
me
in
for some
here.
reason. I don't know why.
It gets me every time. To be fair, I don't think there's anything particularly
Yeah, I don't know why I was so distraught by it. But...
important in that area.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
Okay, so if we're really metagaming this, there were 6 airlocks. Or there were 8.
Metagaming? That's just math.
There's 2
there
more.
was 6. You were right.
There's 2 more. Wasn't it? There 8? I thought there was 8. Maybe it wasn't.
There's 4 in the back, and then you tried one in the top, in the front port side, which you could not successfully break into.
I think we've seen at least 4 of them so far, right? So there's maybe 2 more up front, and then they're up to the helm of the ship.
Potentially, yep.
He said potentially, but then he said yep. So we know.
Did anyone want the mag boots?
Yeah, someone should grab those.
I mean, I think we should take them with us. I think maybe we'll need them shortly.
Well, I think probably should get them. Someone should put them on before we go into a room where we might need them, rather than taking up an action for it.
That's fair.
Just a thought.
I mean, somebody. I can take him. That's fine. Now I'm a magus with mag boots.
Mm-mm. Get it.
As
Lots
soon as
of
I figure out how
M's
to
there.
add stuff to my inventory.
Should just be able to drag it from that. If you open your inventory and open that inventory and just like drag it from one to the other, I think that'll work.
Is it? Okay, it's over here.
Yeah, to the right.
Let me try it.
It's starboard.
Pork.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the Borker. Be right.
I didn't hear any.
I hear him.
I can hear it.
Well, maybe he doesn't hear it in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Falcar takes mag boots. Nice. All right. Actually, give me 1 second here. I want to make sure.
It automatically made them worn, so I got it.
Okay. Yeah, so this door to the north is the first door that you have come to that has been shut. You could try to open it. That's fine. But it does appear to be actually shut this time. So
All right, computers check maybe.
sure, or you just,
Okay.
I mean, you could try to open it,
Oh,
and then if it's locked,
Does it open? I try to open it.
yeah, it does open.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure it was, purposeful.
Sure.
Sarah is going to go get him, so I'm going to pull. I have to pull her.
Am I a large
this way.
character? Why am I large all of a sudden?
I don't think
No,
so.
I guess I should.
I'm definitely large.
Falcar is definitely
You're large because you take
Alright.
4. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you
Seems to
enter
be
this
some
room,
kind of meeting room.
yeah, it looks like the galley. So it looks like this room has also like it's been thoroughly raided. Like there's just everything looks like it's been eaten, like or consumed. There's like bone shards, cloth fragments, and like a stray shoe all amid the visible debris. But it looks like this room has just been like devoured by presumably more of these like worm things.
I have talked to the elusive man in this room.
Exactly. Anyone can give me a perception check if they'd like. Did it? Okay, never mind. It's just weird perception. It looked like it squished one of your characters for a second.
Austin says exactly, but he has no idea who the elusive man is.
19.
I just
I
know what
also got a
elusive is.
19.
Okay. With a 19, you look around and nothing particularly interesting jumps out to you. It looks like almost everything in this room has has been consumed. There is just really nothing left. You do see 3 doors. One to the north, one to the port side, and one to the starboard side. I guess I don't know it's aft and what's front and back?
The
There's
butt.
Port and starboard, aft, and I don't remember. I
Bow
keep
and
saying
stern.
north.
Stern.
Bow and stern.
Stern would be the front of the boat.
Stern is the
Oh,
front.
okay, Sarah.
Yeah, don't see anything of particular interest in here. So
Even with a natural 20?
She got a 27.
sometimes there just isn't anything.
You find
Happy,
a
happy,
pristine
happy
bone
horse.
left over from someone.
So you guys would know now, just from being outside of the ship and now inside the ship, that the room to the port would be like that's the area that you guys were trying to break into before. I will note that. Yes,
I don't mean
saw
to interrupt, but our YouTube ad break was pigeons talking, and your voice matched up with the pigeons trying to talk, and it was pretty funny. Continue.
That's good. I like that. I think.
Okay.
Sorry, I tried to match what Nicholas was going for there.
That was a good try.
That's right. So what are we gonna do? Wasn't that Austin? You talking?
I was letting you guys decide what you wanted to do. Trying not to put things in your head. You have 3 doors.
I would say we start going through the doors.
There is nothing in this head.
All
Try
I've
this
got are
door.
doors.
Oh, Uzziah, are you going to that door? You want to open it?
Yeah, I'm opening this door.
That door
3 doors down.
opens up. All right. You take a step in. Okay, cool. So this looks like it's probably like the captain's cabin. It's messy,
Captain's corner.
but not destroyed. Like it doesn't look like it was completely eaten. But it does look like it's a mess. Like someone came through here and was like throwing stuff out everywhere. It looks like there is an airlock door directly opposite the side of the wall that you're on. Um, give me a perception check though to see if you find anything of interest in this room. Okay,
That's a 22.
Yep. So you discover an advanced laser rifle and a spell gem of personal gravity.
That's cool.
That's
So
cool.
if
Also
you
useful for spacewalk.
click on that chest, you should be able to see those two items and interact with them as you would like. I see Navasi over here on the port side. Would you like to open this door as well, or wait?
Hell yeah.
All right, door has been opened. This looks like a bathroom. This looks like some sort of a washroom.
Of
So
course,
this
I would find the bathroom.
It also has an airlock on it directly opposite. That's the one that you guys were trying to get into before.
We were trying to peep into the bathroom. What are these other
and
doors,
then
though?
try opening
Balls?
Yeah, they're stalls.
Toilets.
Those are just the toilets. So you are looking
not
through
pretty.
there. But yeah, you actually give me a perception check, see if you find anything interesting in this room.
Oh, it was almost a natural 20. I got 25.
Nope. You don't really see anything super interesting in this room. Just looks like standard washroom stuff.
Anybody need to use the shitter?
I toss Falakar the spell gem.
Nice. I try to catch it. Wait a minute.
It cracks on the ground, and you have personal gravity and gravity.
You had a pretty good reflex.
God, if you would have rolled a natural
Okay,
one, I
fine.
think I maybe would have had something happen.
Wouldn't be the craziest thing.
So you catch it?
Yep.
Nice.
Personal gravity's cool.
Yeah.
I have a lot of spells. So
Like, personal gravity. I was like, really?
full disclosure, I'm playing a magus, and then I also took like the wizard or sorcerer, one of them, like subclass. So I just like maxed out my
Spells.
spell list here.
That's cool.
Fuck yeah.
Spells.
Which of you uses the laser rifle? I've got mine.
I think I can.
I think the laser rifle is pretty cool. It's
I
Is it
can.
better than
yeah.
mine? I mean, I've got a pretty cool.
I don't know.
It doesn't say how much damage or anything it does. Do I have to
don't
put it in
know.
my inventory in order to see it?
I don't know why it's not.
Oh,
A laser rifle does 1d8.
This one
Mine does
does.
At least a-
this
at least
one
a basic rifle
says
does.
this is 2d8 fire damage. Dylan, I don't know why it doesn't show there. That's kind of weird. If you click the edit item button, can you see the edit item if you like click on it, like the far right edit button?
No, I don't see that.
Okay. Well, yeah, it will do. It has a. Oh, this one looks like it's got a striking rune on it too. So
Nice.
it's a
That's
two.
why it says 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8 fire. Well, I thought maybe it was because it was advanced too, but maybe not.
Yeah, I have an advanced machine gun.
Okay.
Which probably just does KAC instead of EAC.
Starfinder, there's just AC now, or it's 2E. Starfinder 2E is just AC now, just like Pathfinder.
I have a laser rifle that only does 1d8, so if no one else wants this,
Yours.
I would take it.
Yeah, go for it. So if you
I'd
open up
also
your,
let you guys know, I've got spells. I can enchant someone's weapon to do striking runes also.
Yeah, I'm trying to do more spells, so I don't necessarily need this if someone else wants it, but
Hey, maybe I can dual wield.
there you go.
No, I don't think so, but sounds cool.
It's all cool.
I'm not seeing. Is it just a laser rifle and then it has the runes on it?
it's
Because I'm not.
advanced.
yeah, if you drag it to your character sheet, it should have it all there. Like if you
Well, I
So-
was trying to do it on Hephaestus.
Oh,
but
oh, you're right. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
it's
the
not a big
best-
deal.
I'll take a quick screenshot for you so you can see everything that it has, and then we'll continue on.
Yeah, because my machine gun is just a machine gun, and then it's advanced.
I'm gonna put this in just the main general chat for this channel so you can see it. And then there's still this if you want to drag that gravity spell gem to your sheet too, you can, Brendan. Grabbed it.
Cool.
All right. I should have said this earlier, but before we open any doors, everyone should be where they want to be on the map.
That's where I want to be.
You see yourself, Sarah, still?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're gonna have to go through the door though.
Oh, lost myself.
I got you. We got so many lines on the map. Okay.
I am ready.
Okay.
Beep 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 beep.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah. All those noises are louder than everything else.
That's the locking and unlocking of doors.
Piercing.
Yeah.
It's probably one of your guys' sound settings. It's interface, probably. This might be environment. I'll stop doing it. Okay. Yeah. You guys tell me what you want to do. If you're where you're at, you want to open another door, you are more than welcome to.
Sorry, we're gonna open the north door.
The door to the
Hold the door!
north. The door to the
Right.
north.
Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
I open the door.
All right.
Sweet.
So you immediately see as the door opens, this looks like it's the bridge where you would pilot the ship from. It looks like it's surprisingly pristine, though dried blood stains one of the consoles. Everything else is seemingly intact. Although you do notice, like as the door opens, that the air is like colder, and you hear like a mournful sound of weeping echoing through the room from like everywhere all at once. Doesn't sound like it's coming from one particular place, but just the whole room kind of feels weird, as for lack of a better term.
What does that sound like? He's a good sport.
Thank you.
I was gonna do
Sports.
the Dwight from The Office.
Man.
So good.
Who's going
The
in?
Walrus from Elf.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whale.
All right, so you have
But
opened
yeah, I
the
step
store.
in.
All right.
I step in.
At that moment,
Sure.
Lay
it on me.
out from the side, like the corner of your eye, you just see
What
a
are you like?
you just see like this shadow of a creature jump and just
Shadow of a man creeps out of sight.
plow into the side of you.
Uh-oh.
And I need you, like as it like lands on top of you and it's just like looking down at you, and it kind of looks a little something like this.
Shadow and the monster.
Who's that Pokemon?
But it's kind of not all there, kind of there. I need you to give me a will save, actually.
What do you need from me?
I need a will save from you.
Will save. I have
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I have that. Hold on.
Just his character right now, right?
Just his character.
Will.
Yep. Will.
Wilson.
Nice.
Is that a 10?
I think that was that was a natural 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Plus 10 is
so-
a 30.
Yeah, so that is
Big
exceptional.
guy.
So nothing happens to you. You feel like maybe like just for like a split second, you're like, oh shit. And then you're just like I don't know what your
room.
backstory is, but you're a hardened soldier at this point, so nothing scares you.
I
Um,
just watched Warfare. You can't get at me.
I do need to see that one. I never saw that one.
So good.
Yeah, I've heard it's a lot. Let's roll for initiative. Let's jump into this. Let me add everyone to this initiative tracker. And I think I can.
Yar.
Somebody else has the same dice as me.
Yarg.
Yeah, how do I change my dice up?
Should be if you go to settings, like game settings, and then configure settings, and then dice so nice, and then 3D dice settings. You should be able to click on that and play around with it.
Figure settings, dice so nice. Okay.
Yeah, and let's see, who am I missing? Who have I not added to initiative? That's 4 of you. Oh, there you are, Serta.
Sorta.
Okay. Ferda boys. Okay, and then
17.
okay.
I was gonna
And
say
you
it's
are
not letting me
Serta.
roll initiative.
Yeah, I said roll dice.
Try now. I hadn't actually added you all to initiative yet, so might have not let you do it.
It still says I'm not in the scene.
Damn.
Hold on. I'm refreshing.
Hold on,
Selena
Nicholas.
Gomez in the scene.
God, it is miserably
What's going
hot.
on?
I don't know. Actually, I know why. It's hot outside. That's all right. You guys can just roll 1d20 and tell me what you get, and I can add it. Or you could roll it in the game still if you want. In the chat in the bottom right, there you can just click the d20 symbol and roll it. Let's see.
Well, I should have rolled in the game because what the fuck? It's not another natural one, but anyway. I got a 17 total.
Okay, you are Navasi. You said 17?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I added. Dylan, what'd you get? You rolled in game, you got an 11, is that right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
me.
Serta, Justin, you said you got a 17 too, right?
Correct.
Okay. And
Man,
it's
I can't even get a 72.
Boo. Sarah, what did you get?
17.
Oh my god. Okay. So 3 of you guys got 17. Navasi, Isef, and Serta. Would any of you like to not go first or go first, or
I
what
would
order
not
you
like to go first.
All right. Well,
I
so
don't
you are
care.
not, and you don't care, so we'll keep it like it is.
I can
then.
go first.
Yep, that works. All right. So
Battle has begun.
battle has begun. So you're not quite sure what's going on. You kind of just see this shadowy figure and like feel this weird presence in the room. But yeah, what would you like to do here?
Am I first?
Yeah, you're first.
Oh, okay.
Did I begin the encounter?
Um,
Yeah, it should be in the encounter. Navasi, you're Navasi, right?
Yep. I can see. I forget that there's literally floating dice that show you that it's your turn.
That's true too. That's new.
I'm not used to playing Starfinder.
Yeah,
Where's
no
this
worries.
thing at?
You don't even quite see it.
Oh.
It's almost like you saw it for half a second as it like jumped into Obazaya, but then like you don't see it anymore. But
You're
you
like
could give me a
Pathfinder, right?
you could give me a perception check if you want. Yeah, it could, but like he saw it more than you
Is-
guys saw it. Some
Is
weird
perception
tomfoolery going on.
Is that a free action?
That would not be. It'd actually be like a seek.
Oh.
If you're like
Seek
looking,
action.
you could do a seek action. Yeah, you could be like looking for this
Well,
thing.
The actions.
I guess I can't do anything unless I see it. So I got a 29.
29. Okay, so you don't see this shadowy creature, but at one of the desks where this bloodstain was, you kind of see like the blue outline of like an ethereal looking woman, and she's crying.
What's her name?
I don't know.
No.
You just see someone crying there and like kind of like screaming out, not even like paying attention to you, but just like sitting there like like screaming and like holding her head and like crying.
Is there Left 4 Dead music playing in the background?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Like the music's playing right now is kind of like a woman like singing, so just trying to picture the emotion.
That's more like Dune,
Exactly.
scream.
Ah!
What are you
so-
doing?
What are you doing?
I've moved.
And you
I've done a seek action.
Uh-huh.
I have sooketh. I have seekened.
No, that was the more right one, yeah, for sure.
Let me see.
I have sucked.
Uh-oh.
We made it there.
I'm trying to make sure that
How many actions do we get per turn? I don't even know.
3.
3?
300, I don't know.
I can do. That sounds right. I can do. Well, that looks like it's more than one. That looks like that's 2 actions. How can we tell? I don't know.
It should show you the number of arrows next to something if it's like in the.
It's similar to
character sheet.
Pathfinder, where it's got like the
But
little
is-
diamonds for how many actions it is.
Does the small diamond count as 1?
Yep.
Okay. So
I
I
think so.
can't do anything else.
If it's got an
Um,
arrow on it,
turn.
it's like a reaction, and if it's got 1, 2, or 3 diamonds, it should be.
And if it's a hollow,
Yeah,
it's like a
even-
free action.
Even in well, and it tells you it tells you what your free actions are if you're on the actions tab. But Pathfinder we play, we don't even use anything like this, so I don't. That's not.
Yep,
Doesn't
no,
apply
you're
to
good.
me.
Yep, no worries. Understandable. Blake just came into my room. He's like, it'd be super cool if we could make it colder tonight because I didn't sleep at all last night. I guess I'm used to higher temperatures than he is. I was like, all right, what do you want to turn it to? 72? He's like, that would be crazy. Let's do it. All right. Sorry, just thought that was
72 is almost hotel cold.
I know.
What? I thought he
72?
was
I think I
on a
usually
night.
like turn it down to like 69 or 68 in a hotel, but only ever in a hotel.
Nice.
Crank it in a hotel. My house just doesn't have great ceiling either, so it's just if I have it that cold, it's just going out the gap in my door all night. So, but sorry, not to. I did reveal on the map where this person is, and I think if you hover over them, you should get an image, maybe. But I can also maybe share this image.
Oh, she has been crying.
It's a ghost.
Mascara
witch.
streams on her face and everything.
Cortana.
Don't make
She
a
looks-
girl a promise.
Yeah, she looks like a waterbender.
Is that because she's blue?
In the water.
That's racist.
That's very racist, Sarah.
I
Did
was
you
blue,
did
I
you do
was
a last
green, I
action,
was red.
Savasi? I'm sorry. I know that we were talking about it. I don't know if you decided.
No, I
anything.
ended my turn.
Isef, you are up, i.e. Sarah.
I.e.
I.
Okay. I'm gonna move forward. So I could see her a little bit. I was like 10 feet. I
Yeah.
probably can't move through.
You can move through your teammates.
Okay. I'll move through my teammates then.
Let's they blocked
Um,
away. No, don't do it.
I will say if you wanted to roll a check to like see if you can learn anything about this woman now that you guys have like noticed her, that's certainly something that
Yeah.
you can do.
Diplomacy and all that's not usually my gig.
This is known.
This is known. We don't know anything about her yet.
It's just this woman is sitting at this blood-stained spot crying.
Theory. When these creatures kill things, they suck the souls out of them.
I love a good theory that starts with theory. Theory. That's good.
So when I said I have sucked,
It
I
is your
was-
birthday.
Theory.
Right.
That's good. No,
Um,
that's not a bad theory.
That's just a theory.
probably wouldn't benefit to do another like
Yeah.
perception check, right? Probably not.
I mean, you never know. You like as Sarah, you know that Navasi rolled pretty well, but that's
Yeah.
not to say that you couldn't learn something else.
I mean, yeah, like
If you
all my
rolled
stuff is
well
like
enough,
piloting
I
and
would have other
computer
things.
stuff.
Yeah. No, I
So it's
mean
like
you can always I mean, yeah, you don't have to use all the actions if it's not something that you
Yeah,
can
I'll
think
try
of.
it. Let's see. It's not gonna go well, but we could
Okay.
see. I wasted my natural 20 already, so 21.
21 perception. You maybe like getting up closer to this like woman that's like crying. You notice her suit almost looks like it's like she belonged to the ship, like she was a crew member. She's got like the insignia of the bloom like on her uniform. But this person does not look corporeal. This isn't a person sitting here. This is something else going on.
It's a ghost.
Like she stole the outfit, or
No, not necessarily. No, that looks like. I mean, you
I think she's a crew
wouldn't
member
think
that
that.
died.
Yeah, it seems like she might be some sort of ghost.
okay. Man, being a robot is not normally my thing. Thinking like a robot is hard.
It's only human logical.
This is gonna be like a stretch, okay? I've got a
Okay.
+7 thievery. Could I go up and see if I could like? Is there like a badge I could steal off it so I can get more information off it or something? Anything like on the outfit at all that would give you more information?
You could go try to like grab through this person if you want to. You're not.
Okay.
Like I said, they with your perception check, they don't look super corporeal, but you could certainly like go up and try to swipe something off of them. No, that's fine.
I said I know there's like a name on the uniform or something like that. I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, 15's probably not gonna do it.
Yeah, you like go up and like try to like grab and take a closer look at this badge that this person is wearing. And you see a name. You don't get to grab anything, but you get close enough maybe. I guess yeah, you reach close enough. I would say maybe if you're going to try to do that, you maybe would have taken one more step forward from your movement earlier. I'm not super worried about it. You see the name Imaz. Imaaz.
Imaaz. Okay.
Imaz.
That's all 3 of my turns, so.
Okay. Serta, you are up.
Next. According to the giant voice in the sky.
It's working though for you? It didn't do it for everyone? It just did it for your
It's done it
character?
just once this time, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I haven't heard it.
Cool. Good.
10. And remind me on the holding an action. So I've got 2 actions left. A spell that I want to use requires 2 actions. Would that just be?
Not anything you could delay your whole turn, and then move at a different time, or you could use 2 actions to ready a single action.
Gotcha.
And that would be as a reaction, basically. So use 2 actions to turn 1 action into a reaction.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move myself back, and I'll delay my turn.
Okay. Yeah, you just let me know when you want to go, and you'll be able to go. You'll go. You can't interrupt someone's turn with a delay, but when you're ready to go before or after someone's turn, then you can.
Okay.
All right. Palikar, you are up.
It's my turn. Gosh, I don't know. I'm not even like there yet.
I love how fucking big that icon gets behind your character.
He was like me being gigantic.
Yeah, well, I like how the die is reactive to the size of you, so it's just a giant die spinning behind you too.
Nobody's attacked yet, right? just like having a conversation.
Yeah, you haven't
not really even
seen
Correct.
anything that you think that you could attack yet.
just a ghost lady standing there. I kind of think I want to hold until someone says. Oh, I mean, can we talk? Can we try interacting? Is she
Yeah, absolutely.
not
Yeah,
responsive if we talk?
you
Here's a
could
free
try.
action.
Yeah, you could try to go.
And
You could
Obadiah
go.
has,
You could go try
has
to
claimed that
use.
there's a ghost in here.
You could use some sort of like arcana or cultism or any checks that to try to gain more information about the situation that's going on. You're more than welcome to do
Yeah.
that.
Jebediah
Okay.
feels connected to the ghost.
But to do any of those, you probably need to get in the room to see what's going on.
That's fair. That's a valid. It's a valid point. I'm gonna move then first.
Sorry, you can't
At
get
least-
into the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I can see what's in the room now at least.
Yeah.
And I think that's enough to just try and talk to her. So I don't know. I mean, just
So
Just
what
like-
are you saying? Let me hear what the essence of what you're gonna say is, and then we'll kind of decide what kind of check that's gonna be.
I didn't
You
say
yelling.
it's a check or anything. I just want to talk to her.
Well, sure, but there might be a check involved if you want there to be.
Hello? Is this your ship? What happened here?
She just keeps crying. She doesn't.
All right, fuck it, blast him. No. Yeah.
Why are you
okay,
crying?
Well, then I'll make a knowledge check and see if I can understand what's going on. Is Arcana okay? I don't know why I'm getting my dice out. I've done everything so far in here, so I'm gonna keep it up.
I'll let you do Arcana to see if you can figure out what's going on here.
I am a master.
Nice.
33 is pretty dang good. So you think this is some
No.
sort of haunt going on?
Oh.
So whatever's going on, it looks like this lady is like reliving some moment of her past, and like she is briefly manifesting some creature that has attacked you all. So you need to do checks to either try to like calm her, like snap her out of it, to like weaken this creature, this haunt that's going on, or try to like not calm her down, but like snap this lady out of it and like ground her in the present moment. So there's a number of checks that you know that you need to do, and basically you need a certain number of successes before you're able to like defeat this haunt. What you do think though is like based on like maybe you see slight indents in Obadiah's armor, like from when the beast thing like pushed on him, that you know that this thing, when it does manifest,
And her just
can hurt you,
yeah.
can cause physical damage. So
Okay.
So the checks that they give, and I'm open to this because you rolled very well. So you could do like diplomacy to try to calm her down, occultism or like trained religion to try to like weaken the haunt, or society to try to like ground this lady in the present moment.
And if this is not something that you can give us because it's only something Falakar would know, but do we know if doing damage to her would make things better or worse?
Assumption is probably worse. She looks
Okay.
like she's crying and like manifesting this like evil, basically.
Okay.
So you would think
That's
that's
what
anything that would
Justin was
upset her
thinking,
would
but,
make
like,
it worse. Yeah.
Right, that's what Justin was thinking, but I didn't know if that would be something that our characters would know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that we probably can't even hurt her, you know? Like she's a ghost right now. Probably can't even really do much to
You
her.
may not be able to hurt her.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think, and this is again just like the rules of the game, but at least in first edition, haunts had like an HP, and so like theoretically, if you could like channel or you could do something that would affect a haunt, you could eventually like kill it that way. But like
This
again,
this is probably some metagaming, but since it's just it's not like a campaign. I have a spell that specifically does spirit damage.
yeah, that's
yeah,
what I'm
cool.
saying.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, I've got one action left. I use a knowledge check and
You moved.
I have society is the only thing. The stuff that you mentioned. I have occultism also. So I mean, if you let me do that, I'd do occultism
Yeah,
probably.
sure.
To
Yeah,
try
with
and
occultism, you're just like
beckon her
trying to.
to the
You're
beyond.
almost not focusing on her. You're like trying to weaken this creature one way or another. But yeah, you can't quite find it to be able to use any sort of magic on it to be able to weaken it. So yep, nothing there. But that brings us to
Make ready. Your
Obadiah.
turn comes.
Now it's my turn.
What did it do it for him?
Sounds like one of the Duggar kids.
You know?
Said it was my turn.
Yep. No, sorry. It's saying
That's
that
why
for
I
Brendan
said
too.
Jebediah earlier.
Yeah, it is that for sure.
It's because you're an owner, Brendan.
That'll do it.
I defaulted you to have owner status.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
But no, Dylan, you are up now.
I was just attacked by the shadow creature. So in response to that alone, I'm gonna activate my jetpack and fly up towards the ceiling.
Okay. Sick.
Just fly away.
How high up do you go?
How
Actually,
high up is the ceiling?
That's a great question. Give me a second.
Thank
Let me see if it gives
Seem
me a
pertinent.
height. Don't think it's going to. I'm gonna say it's. What seems like a reasonable number. This is probably 15 feet high. High? Does that seem logical? Maybe 20 feet. I think it's a pretty good sized room.
Sure.
I think it's a pretty good sized room.
Starship Enterprise?
We'll go for 15 feet high. That's the ceiling.
Well, I can go up more than 15, so I'm gonna go up to the ceiling.
Okay, go up 50. I can add an elevation to your character.
Do it. Hell yeah.
I dare you.
Okay.
So yes, that's 15 feet of your movement up.
Yep. And then I'm going to like Gandalf to Bilbo, become a bit darker in spirit and declare, "I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you."
Okay, go for diplomacy.
I'm gonna try society.
Society. Okay, so trying to ground her in the current moment.
Yeah. Like, we are here to help. That is who we are.
Okay, give me a society check.
14.
14 is not going to be enough. It's like she doesn't
Not great.
even hear you or acknowledge your existence right now. So,
Ah.
okay, so that's all 3 of your turns, right?
Yeah, and I'll use a action. Or no, I guess the movement is 1, the check is 1.
Do you have to
And
activate
then-
your jetpack? Is that one to activate the jetpack?
Yeah, the first one to move is to activate.
It's like all at once. It's not like you have to turn it on or something. Okay.
No, I don't think so. But then I do have to use an action to hover, and that's what I'd
Okay.
like to do.
So it's to
'cause
stay
it's
up
fun
there.
being up here.
Cool. All right. So you will stay hovering. It is.
It's your turn.
Is that showing that it's her turn for you guys? Yeah,
It is for me.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I. Okay. Cool. All right. So. This creature is going to manifest again. And it is in the same general area that Obadiah was. So it is going to attack the next nearest person, Navasi. So you kind of see this shadowy figure emerge, and it, instead of like tackling, goes to use its jaws on you and just tries to like bite down on you. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
That's going to be a hit.
Okay.
Why'd you have to move, Jebediah?
That's going to get these die out.
I'm a tactician by nature.
Well, at least he's got a reason. It's important. That is going to do 17 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Yeah. And then
Woof.
it is going to also use its tail and swing through this doorway. Actually, no, it's going to use its claws and slash through this doorway and attempt to hit Falakar as another close by target. So I said claw. Ooh, I think that's gonna probably hit a 31 hit.
It's a crit.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay. It's unfortunate.
Unless I don't have to share that information with you.
Nope, that's good. I appreciate it. So that is going to be 28 points of slashing damage.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
And that is going to be all that it does this turn, and then it kind of like
I'll
kind
go
of
ahead
blinks
and go
out
then,
of existence.
since-
Okay. So yeah, Isif, in that case, we will put you at the bottom. So it is now your turn.
You mean Serta, not
I
Isif?
did. Yep, sure did.
It's going. I don't understand.
Action 1 will
You are your
move.
turn.
This is my turn.
Yeah, I just spammed through everyone. Serta is up. Sound.
So action 1 move. Action 2, I'm gonna use a level 3 heal. One action of it, the spell is a range of touch. 3d8. Go ahead and roll that. You regain 18 HP on Falakar, because I just saw Falakar got beat the crap out of.
Did you hit
Yep.
me for 27, Austin? Is that what you said?
28.
28.
Piercing if
and
that
then
matters,
for-
or slashing if it matters.
Okay, and then Justin, you just healed me for how much?
18.
18. Okay.
Let me mark off that spell.
Up and down, and up
and-
and down.
And then my last action, I'm gonna use a religion check to try and calm the creature.
Religion
I'm assuming
would be to weaken the haunt, so weaken the creature that's trying to attack you. So some sort of
and
religious.
we don't necessarily have to see them, right?
Nope. Yep. You're just able to
'Cause you said
kind
they-
of like do that with your magical abilities, your religious abilities.
Okay. I'll be talking about that they're becoming a part of the living plan. The plan is
Stop attacking people.
that is it. Well, no, it is. So I'm basing this character off of like a Jedi type person,
Okay, cool.
and the plan is the version of the Force, that if
That
they let go and become a part of the living plan, then they will be at peace. And
Sounds peaceful.
22
okay, bro. I'm Jedi.
religion. 22
That
religion.
is just enough. That it seems like the haunt probably weakens slightly. Not enough to stop it altogether, but that is a success towards your needed number of successes. So you feel that that was useful. That's your turn.
That's
the
my turn.
heal, walk, heal, turn. Yep. Okay. Top of round 2, Navasi.
Okay. I'm going to use my practiced influencer free action for the day.
Sure.
So what that does is whenever I do a deception, diplomacy, or intimidation check, I roll it twice and use the higher result.
Okay. So you're going to
And
use
I'm-
diplomacy to try to calm this lady down?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
So let me roll the first one. The first one's a 27.
Okay. Do you need
Um,
to know the result, or you just take the better of the two? Okay.
You
17.
just take the better of the two.
Okay. 27 is a
yes.
success. So what do you think you say in this moment to try to calm this ghost lady down?
Um,
Telling her to calm down. That works for women a lot.
yeah.
Calm down, bitch.
Probably something more along the lines of,
We're here to help you. These guns, they're water guns. They aren't real.
She learns. You lying whore. No, I'm just kidding.
It's critics.
No, she kind of like kind of picks her head up, like stops crying, and then like sees all of you for the first time. And you guys successfully disable this haunt with another success.
So I was thinking she was gonna go unlimited power.
The whole ship like blinks or whatever. No, she kind of kind of turns around and almost like stands up, and um she goes, who are you? What happened to me? Is it dead? Is sample 62 dead? Hello.
Who?
The creature. The creature, is it dead?
You're talking about the worms. We've got them in jars.
No, not the worms.
Oh,
The one who birthed the worms. The creature. Is it? Oh, it yet lives, doesn't it? I can. And she turns to the console like she's trying to interact with it. Like she kind of puts her hands on the console, but the ship like isn't reacting to her anymore. And she like looks visually like she's visibly like frustrated. And she kind of looks around at some of the console pieces for a second. And she just goes, I need you. I need a favor from you. I need you to destroy it. I need you to destroy sample 62 and its brood. And I need you to dispatch this message to the Verdant Paradise. Is that something you're willing to do?
All right, one thing at a time, lady.
Please. We don't have and she's like looking at the console. We don't have much time. We're getting
your
much too
favorite
close to the
thing.
planet.
Pick
Serta
one.
would agree, and he would agree to try to help. Just tell us what to do.
She goes, yes, thank you. She goes, sample 62 knows you're here. They cyclically bonded with the bloom after my death. I'm no longer in control. And she kind of like frowns for a moment, like lost in some glimmer of a memory, and then she refocuses on the present with like a shake of her head. And she goes, time is short. To kill sample 62 and their brood, you must destroy this ship entirely. Not even one of sample 62's hatchlings or eggs can survive to reach Berthetta or the Verdant Paradise. The Bloom is a biomechanical starship and will self-repair in time. However, it's highly vulnerable to radiation. She kind of sits there, thinks for a second. She's like, first thing you need to do is harness the radioactive components of the drift engine. With this material, climb onto the exterior hull and sabotage the starship's weapons so they explode when triggered to fire. Be sure to integrate the radioactive material, then you can flee back to your star trip. I can trigger the guns myself from the bridge. I retain enough of a connection for the Bloom for at least that. Once you're away, send my final message to the Xenowardens on the Verdant Paradise. They'll know what to do and will ensure that Sample 62's home planet is quarantined. Can I count on you?
You can.
We have little choice.
Perfect.
We want all of Absalom Station to die.
Exactly. With this thing can't get out. And remember, destroy all of them. I think I heard one of you mention earlier that you put one inside of a cat carrier or something.
Yeah.
You've been listening to us the whole time. The call's coming from within the ship.
Serta would nod his head. He's.
She goes, whatever you do, do not confront Sample 62 directly. Anything the creature consumes, they grow and learn. She goes, already it seems to be growing cunning and cruel, and I fear what would happen if it was to consume another intelligent life form. She goes, if you're willing to help. She goes, the 4 of the airlocks have exterior ladders that run along the hull and up to the weapon systems. These airlocks are located, and she like pulls up the map. She's like, here, and here.
Is it these things that we were seeing?
Yeah. It's
the ladders. Okay.
Yep, the ladders. Yep, that's why you guys can see the ladders.
Cool.
Yeah, so you guys know, basically she wants you to do 4 things. She wants you to download her message. She wants you to gather radioactive material. She wants you to scale the hole, and she wants you to sabotage the guns.
So many things. So needy, this lady.
Yeah, what a bitch, right? She's only trying to stop an invasion.
Since I grabbed the jetpack, I'll be a part of getting the stuff, like, climbing on the hole to get to.
Yeah. Kind of. Let's talk through here.
Yeah.
What do you guys? Who wants to do what? What's the plan here? How do you guys approach the situation?
First thing that Serta would do, though, to become, help this thing, he'll go to the cat carrier that houses the creature, and kill it.
Okay.
And
go over to
just,
the one that you saved. Sure.
Yep. Because
So
yeah, it's not worth it.
All right, so that's what you're gonna do to start with. So you're gonna head back to there. What does everyone else want to do in this moment?
If we need to have any, oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say if we need to like stick anything like on the guns, I can use the adhere cantrip I have, but
sure,
it would only work for one item because it's a concentration thing. So, but yeah, so never mind on that.
Okay.
I would before I leave, I would ask the haunt if this creature has any thoughts, and if so, I would like to keep detect thoughts like up, and it goes for a minute, and so but while we're working, once it gets ready to go out, I would recast it just to kind of keep, because it's a 30-foot emanation, so if it would give us a little bit of a warning.
Okay. Yeah, so does that go through walls? Like, does that need line of sight? Like, what's the targeting on that?
The spell can penetrate some barriers, but 3 feet of dirt or wood, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or any force barrier will block it.
Okay.
So it wouldn't necessarily be like if I'm in here in this room and it's over here, I probably wouldn't. But if we're all in the engine room and it comes into the engine room,
you would know.
I would at least know.
Okay.
Yeah, I should at least be able to know if it's in the room with us.
Okay. That works. So that's one task that you are doing here. So we have and you guys can do these together. You can split up and go do these. You do whatever you want here, but you could download the message, gather the radioactive material, and then once you have that radioactive material, scale the hole, sabotage the guns.
You probably don't want to do anything completely alone, so probably in a group of 2 or 3.
Buddy system.
Or jetpack buddy, so we can go together.
Yeah, there you go.
It's true. Mag boots,
and
so I
I
can
would
do stuff
assume
outside the ship as needed. But
and I would assume getting the radioactive material would probably incur some sort of a crafting check. And you were our crafting person, weren't you? Is it Oba?
I think we had one.
No, I'm not. I don't. Yeah,
no?
I don't believe
Okay.
any of us are.
So it's going to be you could use crafting or even thievery to try to. So basically, you can use those tools that are in that room, or any like infiltrators tools, and try to get this radioactive material. However, it's radioactive material, so there could be like radiation issues, like radiation sickness, that sort of thing that you guys would have to fight through.
Let me see if I have
consequences.
Let me see if I have a spell on something like that. I don't think I
does anyone want to download the message that she brought up to? That's something that that can be done from this room, basically.
I can do that.
Okay.
The computers?
It's actually no check needed. It just takes a minute to do.
Oh,
okay. Then
so it's just whoever wants to do it, they're the one that has the data pad with that info on it. So
Sarah, you can't just say done.
Beady dude. Downloaded.
Right, so Esef now has the message. That's one of your guys' tasks complete. In a minute, Justin could easily get down and have killed the creature. So the next big task before you guys go outside is probably trying to gather radioactive material. So
I do not have anything that would like no spells that would really
Yeah.
help or heal that. So
Sure.
Fine.
it's
I'll do it myself.
So good.
is it a
Hey,
fortitude
have us
save
think,
for that?
have something that
So
might
let's
help us.
if we're gonna be doing stuff, let's move our characters around. Let's get you down there just in case things happen. I'm not saying they're going to, but if you're gonna be gathering,
you're
for that.
saying that.
I was gonna say I think Sarah and I have the best skill set in order to.
Yeah. So you guys know that it would
obtain-
take about 10 minutes. There is a check involved. But anyone in possession of the materials or anyone collecting them will probably be exposed to mild radiation sickness.
I'm a
Which
robot.
involves
I would
a
have
check.
minimal radiation.
Maybe. I don't know what the rules are for that,
Yeah,
but we can
And I
look.
can just give you my jetpack. I'm just gonna do that so that you can go out and do that.
Well,
if
so
you have
the engine is
skill.
inside, and the engine is down here.
Oh, what's the outside part then?
You will go outside. So the idea is that you're going to use this radioactive material to sabotage the guns outside. So when they fire,
for
it's like
after.
basically causes an explosion with the radioactive material. The ship is weak to radioactive material. Like it will self-heal because it's a ship that's alive, but weak to like radiation issues.
Yeah.
So the
Biomatter
idea
is
is that
weak
if
to
you can
radiation.
explode the radiation with the guns outside, that you could probably destroy the ship, which is what this lady wants. The captain of the ship. I don't know if that's the former captain of the ship.
Ladies.
You're not.
Captain Nimaz. Exactly.
Of course, the ship is run by
So-
women.
Yeah.
Would have gotten that
I
because I got
don't-
to see her room. I would have put that together.
I don't know. The only thing I don't know is that I have Mage Hand, so it's like if anything can be done remotely and like to avoid the
Mm.
radiation, like I can do that. But I don't know.
What does it say?
How
I
much
feel
of
like
that-
Mage Hand says something about only being able to do simple tasks, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think it.
Bulk
I think it's.
limitations.
Bulk
Yeah,
limitations,
Yeah,
I think,
I
would be.
can't
typically
lift
bulk
anything
limitations.
above a
think-
certain amount.
Yeah, I think that wouldn't be an issue here necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think you can
Yeah.
cast a spell like with a mage hander, like no like super complex dexterous movements, but like you can move.
I know you can
things
like
for
open
sure.
doors and stuff, but like this is like a 10-minute long activity that requires crafting and thievery checks to like do. So it's not like super easy. It's not like a stick your hand in this thing, twist the thing, and pull out a a thing of radiation, like a radioactive material.
If it's too specific to be able to take it out, could I at least carry it around like that and like
Yeah.
nobody has to get sick from the radiation
Yeah.
poisoning?
Well, so you know that whoever's trying to get it out would probably have to try to deal with it at least for a little bit. But once it's out, someone else could be holding it and not have. You could hold it with Mage Hand and not have to deal with it.
It's like because it basically it just says that I can target an unattended object with a bulk of 1 or less. I can grasp it. I can move it slowly 20 feet in any direction, kind of thing. Like I can manipulate it basically.
I would say you probably don't have like individual fingers with this Mage Hand, right? Like that you can be dexterous with.
Oh, it definitely has fingers. I mean, it's a hand.
I know it's called Mage Hand, but like you can get real small and like use tweezers to like move things around and stuff at a distance. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, it's not. I don't think it's capable of doing anything like super
Okay.
precise.
Okay.
It's picking up and moving things.
Yeah. So I think once it's out, whoever wants to try to get it out, whomever wants to try to get it out, it could be a group of you, work on this, that you would be able to move it around with Mage Hand, yes.
And trying to get more people next to the radiation. I see you.
Well,
Yeah, if a group of you wants to go. if
Well, you
more
can,
people
I'm
wanna
just-
go.
It
Yeah,
is
why
a
don't you all
check.
just go at
Biceps
once?
ropes.
That'll be great.
No, but Sarah, you being a robot or an android, do you have a radiation?
What's
Like-
yeah, I would think so, but I don't know exactly where it would be on my sheet.
I'm looking. I don't know. I don't. I feel like that's one of those things that would be really strong, but I just don't know.
Even just like a bonus to the save
Yeah.
or something. Because I know constructs have stuff like that.
Yeah, she's got the medium android humanoid traits. Let's see. Let's see. Traits android humanoid constructed. You do. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws against diseases, poisons, and radiation.
Nice.
So just +1 to my what?
If you are the one that ends up jumping in here to try to help take out this radioactive material from the ship. When you have to roll against radiation poisoning, you would have a +1 to that check.
Okay. I'm going in, baby.
Okay, so come down to the south end of the ship.
Where are you, self?
Where are you, Christmas?
And this is going to take her 10 minutes or so. What's everyone else doing during this time?
Where am
Just
I?
hanging out in this room watching? Hanging out here?
I
Yeah.
mean,
What
I'm
do
not gonna. If there's nothing, I mean, there's no other tasks that we can be doing at the same time.
No.
So
You could be scouring the ship, wandering around if you want. Checking,
I mean,
doing more perception
good.
I
checks
think-
on rooms that I missed looting earlier.
Does that need to go all the way south?
I don't know if I ever showed you guys.
I think
yeah, all the way south to this. Yeah, to this.
Obadiah would definitely check out the ship, having not been in it
I got you, sir.
earlier.
Thank you.
I'll
So,
go over
the
here and
very-
do a quick perception check.
That's not you. That's Nabasi.
I was like, Austin, you're dragging me.
Sarah, I lost you. Oh, there you
I
are.
was the bossy last time.
23 for perception in this room.
Man.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you. Gosh.
Okay. You say thank you, Josh?
No, I said thank you, gosh, because it was like
okay.
not letting me zoom into the right part of the map.
Well, we call Josh Gosh sometimes, so
That's
that was
true. Yeah.
that was a valid mess up on my end. Yeah, so Justin, you're looking in this room again, and by God, you found some things that I forgot to show you before, but maybe could be useful now. So you discover one of these cargo bays that has an advanced incendiary grenade, a hacking toolkit, an infiltrator's toolkit, a tactical radiation buffer,
Oh,
and an advanced tank of petrol.
You mean fuel for a flamethrower?
Yep. Yep, that's what I mean.
Oh my
and an
God.
incendiary grenade.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whoops.
Um,
But also radiation buffer.
yeah. The infiltrator's toolkit's probably not gonna really help with anything, but definitely the radiation buffer. I don't know what the
Yeah, so the radiation
Infiltrators
buffer
does.
is you can install this in your armor. So Sarah, you probably want to, if maybe you're just about to start working on this, and Sarah down in the other room is just like, oh shit, I found something cool. You can install this into your armor. I don't know how long that would take, but I don't imagine it's probably super long.
The infiltrator's toolkit would also help with thievery skills.
That's true. Sarah, are you using thievery? Is that the check that you were going to use here?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
It's a
So-
+1 bonus.
So, we'll go ahead and just say, for the sake of this, I'm not going to worry about you actually trying to add it to your character, Sarah, but that you're able to install this radiation buffer into your suit. So it's basically an armor upgrade that's a layer of treated lead lining. So you gain a poison resistance +4 or resistance 4 against damage from radiation effects, and a +2 status bonus to fortitude saves against radiation.
I've got my armor like defense, and I've got my armor inventory. That bonus at.
You're good. I'll tell you what it is when you make the checks.
Okay.
I'm not going to worry about
Will it-
actually trying to add it to your character sheet.
Does that stack with her android
Uh-huh.
+1?
I would say it does. Yeah,
Cool.
I don't think I don't see any
Cool.
reason why it wouldn't. Yeah.
I just didn't know if
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
know
yeah.
some
That's fair.
games are like that where it's like, oh, these things don't stack. If you have one, you get one. So
Yeah. No, that's valid. I'm gonna try to put it on your armor just because now I'm curious how it works. Okay, not gonna spend too much time on it. All right, Sarah. So this is gonna take about 10 minutes. So what I'm gonna need from you is
And,
a.
like I said, I'll be having detect thoughts, trying to keep
Yep,
if
yep.
that thing gets in the room.
Gotcha. Yep, absolutely. All right. What I'm gonna need is a thievery check, and if you use these thievery tools, it's gonna give you a bonus of +1. So whatever you roll +1. So a 25.
Ah.
Okay. So you are able to successfully after 10 minutes of work on this engine, it's successfully able to pull this radioactive material out of the engine. But you are exposed to mild radiation sickness. So what I need from you is a fortitude save. And you are going to take a bonus on that fortitude save of
Take a bonus.
+1 because you are an android, and then +2 because of the radiation buffer. So a total of a +3. So
To my
plus
bonus already.
to your bonus already. Exactly. Yep. So that's going to be a total of a 17, right? You rolled 14?
No, I already added the +3 bonus on there.
Oh, man. Okay.
I know, it's not great.
What did you roll? 1d20
Your
plus...
fortitude should be a lot higher than that.
It says +5.
That should be +11.
Yeah, your fortitude is +11. You double-clicked on your character?
It definitely says +5 on my sheet.
Like you're double-clicking on your character in the map, like on the map, yeah?
Oh.
Are you clicking SF
I see.
in the old...
Can I roll that again then? I didn't realize that that's... or unless you want to add that plus.
Yeah, we'll just add that plus, which
Okay.
you're good. You pass.
Okay.
You were very close to passing anyway. Actually, with a +11, you pass exactly. DC 17.
We love a C-.
C's get degrees.
D's get degrees. Sometimes
Except for
D's
the exceptions.
Yeah.
D's get degrees. So yeah, you succeed. It's a DC 17 fortitude save. So you're able to pull this material out, and then I think the idea is that you're just going to put it on the ground and step away. And then Falakar is going to pick it up with Mage Hand.
Yeah, I assume that the radiation's only an issue if you're directly handling it, right?
That's what it says. It says anyone in possession of these materials, including collecting them, is exposed to mild radiation sickness.
But it's not the case like that she's already handled it, so she's made her check and like she doesn't get it?
You know,
like...
I don't know. It actually, it says, I don't know if I should, man, I'm so, like, I miss whole sentences. You guys think that you could probably actually find, like, carrying containers around the ship that have lead in them that you could probably use, like, put the material in if you wanted to carry it around that way?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a safe way for us to handle it, I think we would do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can collect lead storage containers capable of containing the radiation from, even tells me, yeah, the other cargo bay, like over here on the port side of the map.
Yeah.
And carry that radioactive material that way. Okay. So you guys have downloaded the message, you've gathered the radioactive material, you've killed the lone survivor worm, and it is time to go outside of the ship and try to get up to those guns. But it's also 10 o'clock, so we'll wrap this up next time. We're close. I think half an episode left, but maybe not. Who knows what's outside the ship? Space. Final frontier.
Will Issa turn into a ghoul next time?
Yeah, an android ghoul. Find out next time, where we transition to the Fallout TTRPG. All right.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for hanging
Later,
out.
spoilers.
Thanks for the follows.